Good morning. We're going to adjust our camera a little bit. Yeah, it's the 22nd. I just got up, got coffee, perused the news. I'm going to move this camera up a little bit so that you guys can see better. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can get down here. There, that looks good. Let's get this out of the way. That's just the extra light. We don't need that. Put that down on the floor. We don't need any extra light. What the hell do we need extra light for? There we go. All right, get that out of the way. Let's get our package opening tools up here. You can see we got two packages. We got this one right here from Adam Hartman made. Adam Hartman, not a bad package. I think we kind of did a deal for some Canadian coin. I'm not sure. Then we got this big one from Durbin Auction. It seems like I'm getting a lot of stuff from Durbin. I may have to quit. I don't know. We're going to go. Then we're going to talk about something, guys. First thing I'm going to talk about, let's move these packages out of the way. I want to do a big race, but I want you guys to suggest to me what you would like to do. I have a silver collection here. That I want to auction. Well, you guys are going to have to tell me how you think I should do this. I have about 13 ounces. Let's count them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Yeah, I know you can't see that one. That's a 1 ounce gold gilded. So let's take it out of the box. Put the box over here on the table. There it is with the magnetic lid. So we'll take that off. We'll put that over here. Has a COA with it. This is number 3,478. And I don't know what the official number was. The limit was 23,500. So that's lunar. It's the gold, the Series 3. That's all these are. The 2024 P125 anniversary silver, but they're the Series 3 dragons, the lunar series. So put that over there with the box. Then you got this nice little rug on top of it for the purse mint. And then you got this gold gilded squid in there, dragon. I call it squid, dragon. Nice gold gilded one. Only on the dragon side. I know that one cost me $60 some. So anyway, we're gonna do a big race, and I think, what is that? 13 ounce? I say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ounces. So 13 ounces. I want to do a big race. That'll be so much a spot for 100 or 125 spots. But I want to do this so that multiple people have chances to win. So I want to do like, oh God, I don't know. What is 13? What is 13 times 35? I'm just going to do spot price there. Let's well, or what I think it's going to be. 35 times 13. That's $455. I think it's more than that. I'm gonna go at 50. So 13 times 50. Oh, damn it. There we go. That's $650. That's about what I paid for them. So I think what we're gonna do is first place, second place, third place. Fourth place. 50th place. 75th place. 95th place. 125th place. What do you think about that as far as placing goes? I don't know, man. I want suggestions from you guys. I really do. I want suggestions from you guys. That's too lit over there, so we'll bring it over here. I don't know. What are you guys thinking about stuff? Because I'm thinking. I think a lot. Or if somebody wanted to make me an offer on the whole collection of them, I got them all because I think I like that dragon design better than the other dragon design. That's all. That's the only reason I got them. And the only one I'm missing out of this bunch is a kilo. I know they made a kilo. I just didn't have the money to buy it. So no sense having a collection if you don't have the whole collection. So I'm just going to sell these dragons and that's all. But I want to do a race. I thought a race would be fun for these. You guys are going to have to tell me. We're going to wait till I get some people in this chat before I make a decision on anything. All right. So before I we go doing that, we have a problem in our government. Well, we said it the other day, the leak of the information of Israel's plans to bomb Beirut, Lebanon, and the initial or the release of that plan prematurely to the public via social media. Somebody in our government does not like Israel and wants the Muslims to win, Hamas and Hezbollah and Iran. Somebody in our government is a fucking traitor, if not several people, and they need to be disciplined sharply. And by sharply, I mean blade on a guillotine, because it's going to come to that sooner or later, man. If they keep fucking around, they're going to find out. It happened during the French Revolution, Spanish Revolution, the Enlightenment period. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. They know it, and the army, the military, has been predisposed and now has authority to fire on American citizens with lethal force. And other things that are happening in this country, the lack of accountability in law enforcement to deal with gangs of armed, violent, foreign criminals that got into this country illegally from the southern border that was opened up during the Biden administration just to let everybody flow in. They didn't care who it was. Immigration in itself is a good thing, people. Is a good thing. Hardworking families that want to come here and make life better for themselves and their families, pay taxes, take part in the American dream. People who will become assets to this country through their knowledge and expertise in all fields, but there has to be rules. There has to be a break on the amount of people coming in. There has to be a thorough vetting process. Now that we have all these criminals in the goddamn country and spies and saboteurs, don't you think the FBI, the marshals, the CIA, whoever would be going after the Justice Department, be going after these people and prosecuting them and kicking them out of the country instead of going after American citizens who are protesting porn in school libraries or things like that. I mean, don't you think that there are better things to do? We have more important topics to deal with. Don't you think? Well, if you think that way, then you'll vote for Trump. Not that I especially like Trump personally. I don't like some of his policies, but all of his policies are better than the Biden policies or the Harris policies would be. Because we all know this is Obama's third term. Obama is the one running this goddamn administration. He has been from the start. Biden was his VP. Susan Rice, who is the secretary of, what is she? Was the same as Obama. Susan Rice is his proxy in the Biden-Harris government. She is in a Biden administration. She will be in the Harris administration. So it'd be Obama's fourth term if you let Harris get in. You're going to see more and more and more of this shit, more inflation, more of this green energy bullshit. And now with the CO2 pipelines coming through, oh God, every state in the Midwest and everywhere, simply for the green agenda and the taking of Americans' land by eminent domain for a fucking pipeline for the good of a private corporation is not what eminent domain is for. It's for public benefit, not for private corporations' profit. So the CO2 pipeline shit's got to get cut down. The oil pipeline's got to go back in. And we got to shut down this wind energy bullshit. Solar's fine. Wind is just too erratic, and it really adds nothing to the grid. Our grid itself is actually very vulnerable to attack, and it's old, breaking down, needs to be repaired, like our bridges and our roads, man. All our infrastructure needs to be repaired. Needs to be money spent on that instead of on Pakistan and Iran, sending money to Iran and giving money to fucking people who hate us. I'm sorry. We should take care of ourselves first. I don't play this game, man. This game is bullshit. This game is bullshit. This game that they're playing. You guys know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. But nobody wants to do anything about it. Well, there's going to come a time when the Patriots are going to step up and shit's going to get done. You're not going to like it, but you're going to benefit from it. I'm serving notice, man. I'm too old. I'm 68 years old. I am not going to be involved in any active fighting. But I'll tell you one thing, I got knowledge and I can sure fucking advise people what to do. Same thing with Terrence Pop. 55 years old. He says he's too old. I knew Terrence Pop in a 12th group and a 20th group. Did mission with him. So he's too old, but he's going to advise. Battledorf, who spent a career in the military in civil affairs and PSYOPs units, civil affairs especially, he knows a thing or two about what's going on. No, these are just people that are very visible on the internet. How about Till Valhalla? His channel. There's a 7th Special Forces group guy. Did a lot of time in South America. We got other guys, man. We got other guys. Especially there's a lot of SEALs on the internet. But there's a lot of us Green Berets. You even have spooks on, and I know of two CIA spooks, ex-CIA spooks that are on the internet that I'm subscribed to. So I'm not sure about one. The other one, I think you can trust. The one, I think he's out there just for misdirection and misinformation. And you really have to be careful about who you listen to on the internet anymore. It's hard to discern real information from misinformation or disinformation. And there's a difference between misinformation and disinformation. So you can look it up. You can Google it. I don't need to tell you what it is. Sit here and explain. But I got a gas man coming. I wanted you guys' opinion on what I should do for this big race. How many prizes should we give out? I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prizes. Or would you want to do one big prize? 8 prizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or one big prize. The whole enchilada. What do you think? I need suggestions before I put this on. Before I put this up on my community page. Actually, what we'll do is we'll put it up on Ginger's community page. I'll take pictures of this whole bunch right here, and I'll send it to Ginger, and he can put it up on his community page, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, Matter of fact, we'll take a picture of it right now. What do you think? If I can get the entire... All right. We got pictures taken. I will be sending them to Ginger as soon as I have a price and a number of spots filled out. But I'm thinking 6 at, let's see. Oh, damn it. I think we can go less than that. Well, I think 6 times. I think $6 a spot, 150 spots or 125 spots. I think. No, I think we can go. Yeah, well, I think we can go cheaper than that. Let's try this. $5 a spot. Yep. We can go $5 a spot or 130 spots, I believe. Oh, damn it. Yes. I believe we can do that. $5 a spot for 150 spots, I think. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8 prizes. But I want you guys' opinion on this. I want you guys to weigh in. Come on, you guys. You're not even awake yet, are you? God damn it, I got up early. You can get up early. Let's do this. Coffee. Good God, I love coffee. All right, what do you think? Come on, guys. Let's get in this chat. I want to know where's my Darren at? Come on, Darren. Get in here. Daryl. OC Stacker, where you at? Hidden, where you at? Gremlin, where are you at? Meg, get in to my chat. Wake up. Get some coffee. I have to get this done before the gas man comes. Otherwise, I got to cut it. And I don't want to do that. I have 2 packages to open. See? Big packages. This one's interesting here. This is all Durbin. All Durbin. Got a good bunch in there. I didn't buy much yesterday. Only bought like 3 coins. So, oh God, I got to pay that invoice yet. All right. Thanks for reminding me, you guys. I did want to give away something this morning. You guys in chat. I just gonna pick a letter, alphabet. You guys are gonna decide what letter you want. You get one choice only. We're gonna do just like Durbin. I'm gonna say go. You're gonna put your letter in chat. When I see it, we're gonna stop it or go back. We'll look and see who it was. I'm just gonna do it on the computer. I'm not gonna do it on the phone. So if my computer says you were first, like 2 people put it in and you were first, then I will refresh and see who was first, but I'm going to give away something this morning. Give away 2 stickers. You're going to like them. And I'm going to give away an antique. I'm going to give away this antique. Look at that. A metric converter slide rule. You know how old this thing is? It predates cell phones. I can tell you that. It predates the Google. So I was going to give that away. And I'm going to stop. I'm going to give away 2 stickers. I'm going to give away this one. So that's going to go with it. And I'm going to give away this one. That's going to go with it. And I don't know if I got anything else to give away with it. I don't. Up here. Yeah, I did. I give away copper, I guess. Just to make it interesting. You know what? Just to make it real interesting, I'm going to give away this guy right here. Well, maybe I got to put it up here for you to see. We're going to give away a Peacemaker this morning. Ah, shit. You can't see it worth a crap, can you? Move it like that. Ah, God damn it. I'll put it up here on this coin right there. How's that? You see that Peacemaker? No, you can't. Not worth a shit. So we'll put it up there like that. Now, can you see that Peacemaker? Not really. Put it down here like this. Will it stay? Not really. How about like that? Yeah, now you can see it. All right. This pile right here, without the coin stand, of course. You got 1 copper round, you got 2 stickers, and you got a metric converter. Antique metric converter. That's going to be given away this morning. I get people in the chat. So it's going to stay right there until somebody comes up. Somebody's going to win this morning. Don't know who, but our military has a job to do too. You know, I think we want to stay out of the Middle East for a while and not commit ourselves, the whole country, the military, to the Middle East again, because we have other problems in other parts of the country. We have China-Taiwan problem yet. We have what we need to be doing is making problems for China, because China and Russia are, even though they seem on the surface to be allies, China is trying to get some land from Russia in exchange for their aid. Russia doesn't really want to give up any land, but they're going to have to, I think. And North Korea giving the troops and missiles and rockets to Russia, and North Korea wants something too. I mean, as much as they seem on the surface, you know, the hugging and the backslapping and the shaking and hands and whatever, everybody wants something. Russia wants military arms and men, because Putin doesn't want to do another general mobilization and take people from St. Petersburg, Moscow. He doesn't want to do that. He's tapped out his poor people population for conscripts. He's now using mercenary. Well, he had 2 mercenary groups, or several mercenary groups. Wagner was one. There's another one that was just making the news the other day. But yeah, Putin uses mercenaries, and now he's got North Korean troops. Next thing you know, there will be Iranian troops in Ukraine. And if that happens, well, we haven't seen Lukashenko send any troops, so Belarus. So that's a good thing. But they are on the border with Ukraine, believe that or not. So if it looks like Russia's going to win and make it a push to the capital of Kiev, you're going to see Lukashenko come from the north too. But like I say, we got other problems in the world. We got North Korea to deal with. South Korea is making sounds like it wants to mobilize. China's been making noise about Taiwan forever, and they know if they do that, they're done. They're done. Nobody wants to use nukes because nobody in the big five anyway wants to use nukes because they know it'd be the end of the world. The problem with nukes would be the proliferation in third world countries like Iran, Yemen, places like that, the hotheads in the Middle East. You know, I had a friend that I skydived with, almost bought a drop zone with him, Zoran Yakovic. Zoran was immigrated to the United States with his daughter. His wife was an idiot. He was divorced, stayed in Yugoslavia. I don't know if his folks were dead or what, but this is when Yugoslavia was all together as a country, when they had a strongman dictator that held that country all together. But he immigrated to the United States, and there's another dude that came with too, a skydiver by the name of, and I can't remember his name. God damn it, right up top of my head. But anyway, Zoran and I would have discussions all the time about politics, and I asked him, Zoran, what is the problem in Yugoslavia? You know, it was when Serbia and Bosnia were going at it. There's genocide going on because you have, and generally it's two religious factions, but on the surface, that's what it seems like. But he told me, he says, Trapper, I tell you truly, the problem is and always has been Muslims. Fucking Muslims fucking up our country. And you see it slowly but surely. Fucking Muslims causing problems in every country in the world. And it's not, don't misunderstand me. It's not the good Muslims. No, it is the good Muslims because they believe the same thing. They just sit on the sidelines and wait. They let their fighters do their work for them. You know, any Muslim, and you can live next door to a peaceful Muslim, but you know any Muslim that has integrated into the American community and culture? No, because their religion forbids it. And they're very religious people. Now, Islam was a religion that was started 500 to 600 years after Christianity started. Why? Because Muhammad saw a way to control people, a great way to control people through religion. And that's what he did. And that's why we have Islam. God is God. Whether you call him God or you call him Allah or you call him Buddha or you call him Zen or whatever the South Americans called him, the Mayas, Aztecs, the Incas, and before them even. God is God. He just is. He's out there. But all organized religions on the face of this earth are nothing more than a control mechanism for people. Why? Because humans are evil, hairless monkeys. And we will resort to tribalism and violence. And we're headed that way again. And then the Muslims can establish their quote unquote caliphate, and we'll all be ruled by Islamic law, Sharia law. And if you don't know Sharia law, maybe you should look it up, Google it, and see what kind of a life you're going to have. Oh, ladies, you're going to be so pissed. So pissed. All right, another thing I'm going to do here, and I need to get it done shortly, but I was going to get some more of these because I was going to send these to $1 Million Meg. I have several of them that I was going to send her. And I thought they'd be great little note cards. Because it looks like a gnome on there, doesn't it? Smoking a cigar. It's the Punch Man, the Punch guy from Punch Cigars. So I was going to send them to Meg. I think I'm going to do that yet today. Maybe. I don't know. Get them in the mail to her. All right, I don't see anybody in chat yet, so I'm going to wait to open up them packages till I get people in chat, man. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to fucking spiel shit for a while. I did tell you my feelings on the Humane Society of the United States the other day. Fucking shit organization that does nothing but raise money to benefit itself. They don't benefit any animals at all. Don't run any shelters. All they do is raise money and pay themselves. Kind of like Black Lives Matter. Kind of like Antifa. The animal group that does do good, some good, is the ASPCA, American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. They do actually run shelters. They do actually rescue animals. They do actually advocate for spaying and neutering your pet. If you're not going to breed them, spay or neuter them so they don't get accidentally pregnant. You know, it's just, there's so many unwanted cats and dogs in this world because of people. You know, it's just because of people. Australia has such a problem with cats that they can openly kill them now. And feral cats around here, that's, you know, when all the hunting seasons are closed in the wintertime, that's one of the things we used to do. Go out and hunt feral cats. I got a neighbor down the road that lets his cats breed it just indiscriminately. Cats everywhere. I think that's where my cat came from. I have another wild Tom. He will approach within 10 feet of you, but he is very wary. I feed him. I haven't petted him yet. I was sitting in the shop the other day, 10 feet from the door, and he came, put 1 foot inside the door. He wanted something to eat. He really did. And I had my cat on my lap, and I was petting her, and he saw that, and he thought, well, this might be a good deal. Might not be, might be a good deal. He put 1 foot inside the door, and then decided not to. So maybe he's getting a little tamer yet, but he grew up in the wild, so it's going to be a long time before he tames down. And that's the first thing I did when my cat wandered into my shop and decided to stay. And I think I told this story before. She was 1.5 years old. You can tell about how old they are. She wandered in. I closed the door. I fed her. I gave her a shit box, a litter box. Fed her, watered her in there. and got her tamed down to the point where I am her mother. She follows me around everywhere now, no matter what I'm doing. If I'm working with the bees or if I'm splitting wood, doesn't matter. She's always there. Always. Always. That cat is a great cat. And when they say humans choose their dogs, cats choose their humans. They do. If you ever go to a shelter and you have one cat that comes up to you and brushes against you and wants, that's the cat for you right there. Because that cat just chose you. I'm more pragmatic when it comes to cats. Yes, I'll kill feral cats. I don't like feral cats because they do kill a lot of wildlife. And they don't only take care of the mouse and shrew and mole population, but a lot of endangered songbirds and baby pheasants, baby quail, stuff like that, adult quail, any bird they can catch. So, yeah, I'm not a wonderful guy when it comes to feral cats. I will kill them. Feral dogs, on the other hand, at one point in time, we had a guy that let his dogs run. This whole river valley, he lived 3 miles away, and he would let his coon dogs, or he let all his dogs run because he just couldn't feed them all, so he let them go out to run. And they would chase deer and turkey. And me and my father-in-law killed 30 of them, I'll bet. Down on our property, we caught them chasing deer, turkey. We hear them barking. We go down and we hunt them. And I'll bet we killed and buried 30 of them fuckers. So he was warned, he was told, he had the Humane Society out there, not the Humane Society, but the ASPCA out there, warning them about his dogs and they were going to take him and all this other shit. Didn't have to do that. We killed them all. So I know we weren't the only ones. I mean, there were other people doing it too. So it's not like we were the only ones. If you let dogs run, man, I'm going to kill them. Because dogs pack up. Dogs are descendants from wolves, right? Wolves pack up. Dogs will revert right back to that behavior, and they will pack up. And you get wild dogs in a pack, and you think you're scared of a wolf pack? You better be scared of a fucking wild dog pack. And if there's a large incident in this country where people resort to tribalism again, communities are really tight-knit. Pets are going to be the last thing on people's minds, and they'll just be allowed to roam free because people won't be able to afford to feed them, let alone feed themselves. And those animals are going to go feral and they're going to pack up. And all I got to say is you better be carrying a gun all the goddamn time. It's not for the human animals, for the animals. So I don't know if anybody's going to come up today. I really got to go out and check my wife's trench, see if it's deep enough. She actually, you know, because I tell you, she's dealing with her mother's health issues right now. What did she say? They did a bone scan and x-rays and everything, and they found that there was no multiple myelomas. So she doesn't have cancer everywhere. I said, well, what about a single myeloma? Is there a big mass someplace or a mass? No, there's no mass someplace. It's just that her bone marrow is not producing the blood cells that it's supposed to. So she just had a transfusion yesterday. And my wife has been dealing with that, going to work and coming home and digging that trench. She wanted to dig it. And then she leaves and goes back to her mother's place. So I got to go out and check because I've been dealing with wood. That's what I've been dealing with. Cleaning stuff up, man, before winter gets here. And then one of my wood splitters broke yesterday, so I got to fix it. Evidently, when it was made, somebody was using grade 3 bolts instead of grade 8 bolts. So that's got to get fixed. And I'm just at the point of getting my air compressor done. I just need one fitting and a tube bender. That's all I need. One fitting and a tube bender. And then that one will be done. I can hook it back up the electricity and voila, we'll be done. And I'm hoping that tank is going to hold air because I found a leak in the other tank. See, what happens is you get condensation in there inside the tank. And if you don't drain your tank at the end of the day, the water sits in the bottom and it rusts out the bottom. Well, the one tank that I did have, I had a guy come over weld the bottom for me because there was a hole. We welded that, and it lasted for a good, what did it last for, 10 years? And the bottom was so thin that in other places that it just, another hole through it. And it's just so thin that welding it would have done no good. So I got a different tank, a little bit smaller. I think it's a 50-gallon tank as opposed to a 60. And I transferred the pump motor over to that one. But now I got to go from the pump outlet to the tank. Boom, boom, right there. And then the little line that goes over to the shutoff switch. Other than that, we're good. But I got to have a tube bender, and I got to have that fitting. So I got to go get that today, and I got to go get some grade 8 bolts. I need more money. I'm out of money. Good thing that the first of the month is only, 9 days away. I'm one of those guys that lives on Social Security and disability. I got a small pension from the Army. That's what I used to call my beer money. That's how much it is. Then I got a small pension from my work, from civil service. That's beer money too. My major source of income is Social Security and my VA benefits, disability benefits. So and it's amazing. You can be on VA disability, but the qualifications for Social Security disability are just so great that I don't actually qualify for Social Security disability, even though I'm 80% disabled according to the VA. 70%, sorry. Still working on that 100. But you know how the VA system is? Oh, God. I need an advocate. If the same guy was still there down at the VA hospital in Des Moines, I would use him from the DAV, but he's not there anymore. Young guy, too. Came back from Middle East tours, had his whole hip replaced. And he couldn't have been more than 40 years old. So, all right. Hi, Apita. Good morning. I think maybe you're going to win because you're the first one here. And I don't know if you want it or not, but I'm giving away something this morning. I was going to do it if we had more people in chat, but And I don't know if you want these stickers. I will keep them if you don't want them, but I was going to give away this sticker, a Pew Pew copper, but if you wanted a different copper, I would substitute that. And I was going to give away this antique metric converter slide roll. This was pre-cell phone, pre-Google. This is what we used to convert American to metric. It's a nice little antique. And if you want them, I will send them to you. All you have to do is send me an email. You are the first one in, you win. Now, if you want a different copper, I have different coppers. We have this Walking Liberty style, the ASE style. We have the Morgan style. We have the American flag style with the Minuteman. We have the Don't Tread on Me. And another Don't Tread on Me. So you get your pick of those coppers. Walking Liberty style. Okay. Where is she? Right there. First one. You got it. Do you want those stickers? You're not offended by them? Because I can sure keep them up here on my stage if you'd like. It doesn't matter. This is going to come to you too. I'll bet you can sell that on eBay for 20 bucks. I'll bet you. Okay, you got them. Do you need my email or do you want me to put it in the chat? I think I've sent stuff to you before. Good. I didn't know that about you. Hey, you were a jokester. If you need me to put my email in chat, I will. Because I know I've sent stuff to you before. Pretty sure. I got your address. Yeah, I got your address. All right. Yeah, there we go. And what I was going to do, and I got all this stuff out here because I want to do a big race. We're going to set it up on Ginger's channel. But you see what I got here. I got the 5 ounce, the 2 ounce silver, and the 1 ounce silver. These are the 2024. Oh, I got the 1/4 ounce too, or the 1/2 ounce. Sorry, 1/2 ounce. Plus, I have the 1 ounce colorized, the 1/2 ounce colorized, the 1 ounce colorized right there. They didn't make a 5 ounce colorized, and the only one I don't have is a kilo size over here. I'm not that rich. I can't afford the kilo size. And what I was going to do is a big race. Oh, I got the gold gilded 1 ounce also. All this stuff, packaging comes with it. And these are all the 2024 Lunar Series 3 Dragons. The Perth, the 125th anniversary. All of them have the P125 on them. If you can see, right down there at the bottom of the, you can see it right there. Anyway, I was going to do a big race. And it can either be one whole prize, or I can, because there's 13 ounces of silver here, or I can split this up. Because I was going to do $5 a spot for 130 spots. All right. But do I do one great big prize, or I do First place, second place, third place. Fourth place, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Do eight prizes, or do one. And I wanted people in chat to tell me what they would like to see, and then we'll do it. I got the pictures taken. I'm going to send to Ginger, and as soon as I tell him how many spots and for what price, then we're going to put it up. But I want chat to tell me, do you want 8 people to win or just one person to win? Because 13 ounces, because there's 13 ounces there for one person's a lot, man. You know, 13 ounces, if you just put, let's say what the spot price is today, let's say $32. That's like $420 worth of silver right there. Just that melt value. Just that spot price. At least 3 people. Okay. Well, how would I divide that up? 1, 2, 3. I still think 5, at least 5, because you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Because let's just say first place is 5 ounces. Then second place would be 4 ounces. Then 2, then 1, and 1. Because when you get right down to it, this gold gilded one costs more than this colorized 2 ounce. 5 people sounds good. All right. Hi, Emo. Good morning. I want your input also. We're going to do a big race. We're going to do it on Ginger's stream. But I wanted to know, because we're going to do 13 ounces of silver here, this collection of 2024 Dragons, Lunar Series 3, P125 Dragons. And do we do one great big prize? Do we do 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prizes? Or we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 prizes? There's going to be 130 people. I think I've decided on that so far. I think I've decided on that so far. 130 spots at 5 a spot. And Apita says 5 people, 5 prizes. I would like to see as many people win as possible. But if you like 5, then 5 it will be. Where's my little stickers at? I got to put a Apita on there. I got to put you on my slide rule over here. All right, very good. I got that done. Well, Emo, what do you think? 8 would bring more people, I think, also. Because we got to have at least 130 people, or I ain't running it. So it'd be 1, and I think this is going to be, I don't know. Let's do 2. 2, 3. Okay, we'll do those 3. Because that's 5 ounce, 2 ounce, colorized, 2 ounce plain. And then this guy. So that would be fourth place right there. And now we'll do 5th place, colorized 1 ounce, 6th place, just the 1 ounce, 7th place, a colorized 1/2 ounce, and then 8th place would be just a 1/2 ounce plain. I think that would probably be a better idea. No, I'm going to put it up on Ginger's. Supreme Ginger Stacker. I think we're going to send it over to him. I'll send the pictures and everything over to him. Or we'll see what he says. I talked to him last night. And I'll call him again today when they decide exactly what we're doing. But I wanted the community's input. Before I did anything. Yeah, I like these dragons are better than the other dragons. And that's why I collected these, because these dragons cover, you know, the other dragons cover just one side of the coin most of the time. This dragon goes all the way back and forth across the whole coin. And I liked this dragon design a lot better than the other. So that's why I got these instead of the other ones. You know, the other people, and especially Ginger, got all the colorized dragons that were the ones on the one side. Got all of those dragons. And he didn't like these for some reason. He liked the other ones. But I thought these were the best looking dragon. So that's why I got them, man. I don't know. You know, everybody, different people like different things. And that's the biggest thing about collecting coins, man. Yeah, and that's the thing about racing. I try to keep track of how much I spent before I won an ounce of silver. And even back 6 months ago, it was over $30 every time I tried to average everything out. It was over $30. And today, that's not a bad price. But back then, it was not good because you're paying $10 over spot on an ounce of silver. But if you kept it until today, then you made your money back. Not a, I guess, but yeah. And there's 3 colorized there: the 2 ounce, the 1 ounce, and the half ounce. And then you got this gold gilded one that I think, well, it was the prettiest one out of the whole bunch. If you see this thing in hand, you would just love it. But look at that. Go, oh man, so pretty. But I didn't want all this box because it comes with this nice little pillow, which goes on here like that. And it's got this nice COA. And actually, there were 23,500 minted. And this is 3,478. That goes on there like that. Then it's got this nice magnetic top. Oh, upside down. It goes on there like that. And then it slips in this nice box like this. And you got the nice box with it and everything. It was over the top. I just wanted the coin. I didn't want the damn box and shit. But they decided that that's what they were going to do. So, yeah, put that up there. Put that up there. So you get the whole deal, man. You get, yeah, I'm about half. I might have to. Okay, I think we got this pretty much taken care of. All right, I think we're going to do 8 spots, 8 winners, and then we'll do it just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. I think that's the way we're going to do it. All right, So I'll put them back in the bags there. And see, I keep them in a nice ginger bag. It's a pour bag. They don't get the bags, though. Nobody gets the bags. And then to keep the other ones in there, I got this nice one from the United States Commemorative Gallery. So I keep the other ones in that bag. And we'll put this one back in the box. All right, we got that pretty well decided, I think. All right, I'm going to put these over here on the table. We got two things taken care of. All right, good. We got a package from Adam Hartman, made and Adam Hartman. And then we have a package from Durbin's that we're going to open. So you get the Emo. Tell me when you get back. Emo. I'm just going to call you Emo, not EMO. Emo. And not a pita. It's just pita. Why? Because I like Greek bread. I love gyros. And you got to have pita bread if you're going to have a gyro. Right? Right. And you know, that's neat that people collect them. I personally don't collect sets. For myself, I collect Canadian coins, you know that, but I collect especially the commemorative one they had, the First Special Service Force, that joint American-Canadian, the Special Operations unit during World War II. I collect those coins because Special Forces, which I am a Green Beret, Special Forces takes their lineage from the First Special Service Force, and I know of a man, a local man, who was in the First Special Service Force during World War II. He lives in Charles City, Iowa, and I met him and his family at a restaurant, and man, did we have a great conversation. I wanted to sit down longer with him, but I couldn't because he was out with his family. Anyway, I collect those coins. I want that entire set that the mint made. And which other one do I collect? The National Trappers Association trapper coins. I collect all them. I have the complete set of them. Other than that, I don't collect sets. I do collect Canadian coins, all of them though. Clad, silver, gold, you name it. I collect Canadian coins. And United States coins, you know, yes, I have a few Morgans. I got triple that of peace dollars. I put away just bulk silver bars, 10, 5 ounce, 2 ounce bar, 1 ounce bars. I put them away for weight. And I buy United States commemorative stuff. I don't get proof sets or BU sets or any of that shit. I do buy, I have bought like 3 silver proof sets from the United States Mint, but those are only for my daughter's birth years and stuff like that, you know. I collect Durbin bells, if that is snuff boxes, if that means anything. Probably doesn't because it's not a coin. It's silver though, you know. Let's open this one from Adam Hartman, should we? I think I traded him or I bought some Canadian coins from him, I think. I'm not real sure exactly what I got from him. Get that pen out of there. Oh, shit. We empty. Don't see a card in there, so all right, we'll keep that over here. We got 1 coin, 2 coin. Oh, I see. He taped everything. 1 coin, 2 coin, 3 coin. I don't know what this is. This is a box or something. And you're going to have to excuse me for a little bit because I'm going to have to go and check and see if that gas guy is here. What do I got here? Looks like we got a bad, yeah, we got a cracked case on it. But this is Mexican? Is this Mexican? No, Canadian. 1976. Look at that queen on there. Look at that young queen. Oh, I hear somebody here. I got to go check real quick. It's Olympic, one of the Olympic coins, and that's soccer right there. Let me go check. I hear somebody here. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, I think he's here. Hey, I'm coming back, goddammit. I hope you didn't go anywhere. All right, I hope you didn't go anywhere. Say, tell me you're on. Tell me you're here. All right. Grown up candy. All right, you guys are here then. I'm back. Yes, I was right. He was out there. He's putting the line in, and we're doing good. He will come in the house when he is done. All right. Well, there's that Canadian Olympic coin. And I have a lot of Canadian Olympic coins from different Olympics. They're really cool. And you know what? The mintage is low on them. Because I don't know if they thought not a lot of people wanted them or not. But I got a lot of different sports. All right. So we got that one. That one's neat. Let's get that out of the way. All right. EMO is here. EMO's here. That's good. Pete is probably here. Yeah. Marvel and DC characters. I was a big Marvel comic fan back in the day. DC and Marvel, actually. Spider-Man was my hero. You know, you guys probably know that, but what do we got? We got another Canadian. See, yeah, I'm sure I got Canadian from Adam Hartman. There's an older queen. Uh-oh. This one has, we're going to have to open this one up because that one has paper on the back of it. So we got to open this capsule. Yeah, I need a razor blade for that. Wow. There's no place to put your finger in there either. Damn it. Take that out of there and put that back. I see. It rattles a little bit in there. Ooh, man, what is this one? It's a 2 ounce. That's why. It's a 2022 2 ounce double maple. Double maple leaf. Very nice. I'm sure I bought these from him. It'd be my... We'll get a coin holder up here. A couple of coin holders so you can actually see those better. I better have a few of them up here because I have a feeling. I have a feeling. No, you don't want me to sing. All right, we'll move it. You see this glare over here? I don't like that. I wonder which light does that. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, we'll move them over to the side of the glare. How's that? Might be better if we went like that. Yeah, might be. Yeah, might be. All right, let's see what's in this one. This one's a box of something, some type or another. There's a box in there or something. No, I ain't gonna go that way. Tape. We got a lot of tape on this one. There we go. Smart, Gary. Smart. Oh, there's more than one in there. Let's go like this then. Alright. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, hey. I like. We'll wait on that one. I like the box on this one. 2014 Oh Canada. I have another one, Oh Canada. It's my inspiration. I got from Jessica over at Stacking with Passion. It was a quarter. Oh, it's a beauty coin. And it's slab too. We have a COA in there. Ooh, this is the colorized too. Ooh, let's put that over here. See that bad boy? Can you see that? Look at the reflection in the water. So that is a $10 coin. Of course, we got the queen on it. Of course, we got that. But look at the I wish I had a better camera. Look at the detail on that. Over by my finger right here on that little land bridge. Might be by my middle finger right there. See that little land bridge? That's where the date is at. Just small as can be. Plus, over here, there's where the privy's at. That's beauty, man. I like that. Anyway, put that in there. Yeah, I'm sure I paid pretty good money for that one. Let's read what it says here. Mintage. This is number 4,561 out of 40,000. So there were 40,000 of those. 2014, $10 fine silver coin. It's the O Canada, the Northern Lights. Nice packaging. And that's the one thing I love about Canadian coins and Royal Canadian Mint is the packaging. The United States Mint could sure take a lesson from that. Oh. Put that coin where it's best seen like that. Yeah. That's nice. And we got the box over there with it. Then we have this one in a box. This one, see, look at the packaging. Now, I mean, it's in a nice box. Top, bottom. The United States really could learn something from the Canadian Mint. All right, another box we're going to put over there. Another really nice clamshell. Really nice clamshell. Look at that. This is the one I wanted right here. And I'll tell you why. This is a jade polar bear. I have the other jade that they made. This is the jade polar bear. That green bear is jade on the coin. I have the other design that they made. And I couldn't get this one, but I knew who had it. Gremlin had it, and I don't know if Adam got it from her or if he got one separately, but this is the one I wanted right here because that goes with my other jade, and that were the only two jades that they did. That's a coin there. All right, let's read the coin. Just on the coin itself. That's a $20 coin. 2015. Man, I'm telling you what, the date is so small on here, you can't hardly see anything. It's got the initials CDSK. I don't know what that means. It's got two whale tails in the back. It's the iceberg. The date is on the iceberg up above the two cubs with the initial CDSK. I don't know who that is, but that might be the designer or the artist. Man, that's a nice coin too. Wow. That's the one I wanted right there. That's the one I wanted. All right. That one, I think, is going to go and set over here next to that one so you can see it better. Maybe I should tip it up a little bit like that. There we go. We'll do that. We'll tip that up a little bit like that. Yeah, that. And we'll tip this one up too, Northern Lights. There we go. Let's do a little reading here, should we? The coin. The $20 coin is 99.99 pure silver with a diameter of 30, nominal weight of 31.39 grams. The reverse image by Canadian artist Cindy Deborah Sorley Kitchinger. There you go. CDSK. Features a beautiful green jade insert of a polar bear, along with 2 engraved polar bear cubs at the edge of the sea ice, where one cub enjoys a curious encounter with a seal pup. In the background, 2 whales show their tails in a largely iceless water, save for a few impressive icebergs. Yes, very nice. All right, the mintage was on this 8,500. 8,500. This number is 2494 out of 8,500. 2494. Now, if I could have got the same number as the one on my other jade, that would have been perfect. But I don't care because I got those right there. Holy crap. That was a nice haul. I don't care what anybody says. Yes, I got an Olympic coin. Yes, I got a double maple. But these two right here, that makes my day right there. Especially that jade polar bear. Yeah, buddy. This is all my collection. That's my stuff right there. Wow, that's nice. All right. We are going to, let's see. Yeah. We might be able, I don't know if I want to keep that. I'm going to keep that. We got another one to open yet. We still got this big package from Durbin. So what we're going to have to do is take some of this stuff and put it down. Well, let's put it back here for right now. We might show everything at the end. Just show everything at the end again. Do a recap, kind of. Put them up there for right now. Okay, let's get this package of Durbins open. I can't. So we cut the corner. Diane's Cabin, if you haven't been to her website, if you haven't been to her website, you should. The wife of Joe Durbin has her own website. Cool website too. Yeah, the Nesty coin's cool too. Yep, no more milk spots is correct. I'll buy them even if they got milk spots on, and a lot of times people will sell them cheaper because they do have spots on. I'll buy them. I don't care. Silver is silver. All right. I knew Gremlin had that polar bear, that jade polar bear. I offered to buy it from her. She didn't want to sell it. And I kind of wonder if Adam didn't get it from her because there ain't that many of them out there floating around. Not that I could find anyway. All right. 2 packages in there. Uh-oh. There it is. You see the deal? You see the deal? This is Durbin's always send invoices. They send them in your email, plus they send a printed one in the package. So you know what you paid for what and what you're supposed to have. Not very many mistakes are made. I can tell you that. What happens every once in a while, but let's put this guy down here. What do we got in here? Whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, look at that. A whole bunch of stuff. All right. First thing we got here are some copper rounds. I won. Gaw win. Yep. Get that out of there. And we get this out of here. We got a Trump round, which will go to my brother. We got another Colt 45 Peacemaker. And we got another Morgan. So we got, that was my Gaw win right there. Every once in a while I get lucky. And what do we got here? That's a silver dollar, I believe. A Canadian silver dollar. Which one is this? And did I need it really bad? Oh, yes, I did. I have a couple of these. The Death Totem. This is my third. I have another free range one like this, and I have one in a set, in a $2 2-coin set. It's a 1958. Look at that. $1858 to 1958. So it's $100 or a 100-year coin, but man, it's a nice coin. I like those Death Totems. All right. Where's my, there they are. Death Totem. Up. I'm going to turn it around so you can see the totem. That's why I got it, for the totem. That's why I bought it. All right, here's my other Gaw. And I always win the damn coppers. I never win the signed hockey puck. One of these days I'll win a puck. What do we got here? Throw that away. I'm collecting copper, it seems like. Another Trump. Oh, I got it. Which one is this? It's a buffalo. You see the buffalo? It's like a trade dollar. You see the front of it? Down here? That one's very odd. I never seen that one before. United States of America. It says United States note. Art. Art bar mint. Well, that's cool. Actually has a mint name on it. Art bar mint. And M197708231. I don't know what that means, but United States note. And it's got a $10 denomination. Art bar note. I wonder if that's illegal as shit. Kind of neat. I've never seen one before. Okay. So we got some more coppers. And then what do we got here? Another Colt 45 and a Minuteman. You've seen both of those before. All right. So what did I win? 7 coppers on gauze. That's 2 separate gauze. So I actually win gauze, but I don't, I never win anything really good. But I'll take copper. What the hell? Canada. That nice little leather, snappy. You see how United States Mint could package stuff, but they don't. What do we got here? Come out of there. It's hard to get those little guys out of there, man. If it wasn't in that flip, it just says Canada on the front with that shield. See how nicely toned that is? Man, that's nice. And on the back is that, oh, yeah. This is 1867 to 1967. The Confederation of Canada coin. I don't know if you can see that really well. Right there, you probably can't see that star in the middle. It says Confederation on both sides. 1867, 1967. So they put this out in 67. Nice toning on that coin. I like that a lot. All right, let's get that. This mamma jamma up there. I wonder if I can actually, that's just packaging. I'll just leave it right there. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. Then the rest of this stuff, nope. Well, I got some Balboas, I think. All right, here's a Canadian half. This is another Howling Wolf. I think I got another Howling Wolf. Yep, 67. 1867 and 1967. This is the one that used to come in a set, but some guys broke them out. So that's a Howling Wolf, $50. Just the queen. Just the queen. All right. Let's put Mr. Howling Wolf up there. And let's see, we got the bigger coins. Let's just do the bigger coins, should we? Oh, Frankie sent this one to me. I was gifted one by Frankie. What's the matter here? Let me see. Oh, this one right here. That one was gifted to me by Hidden Numismatist. Hidden, where are you at? That was gifted by Hidden. This one was gifted by Frank Mons. This Balboa. See the Conquistador? And then that's the shield on the back, which is very nice. 1930. A half Balboa. And this is the same as United States Mint, 0.9%. We'll put Mr. Balboa there. I do have, some, let me see, Hidden. I want to put Hidden's bag under here, just so I remember who it came from. And then Frankie, I'm going to put him under here. Mr. Frank Mons, Mr. Hidden Numismatist. I want to tell you what, that's what I like about Durbin Auction, is that the people are so nice there. I mean, nice people. I have gifted several people gift me all the time, and it's just it's a wonderful auction. What do we got here? This is another Balboa. This is a smaller one. This is the one I was actually bidding on. This is a half Balboa. No, this is a quarter. 1932. And these are Panamanian coins now. These Balboas are Panamanians. I need more coin. All right. We got more. We're not out. There you go. There's a quarter Balboa. I think I got the half out in the safe. Damn. Can't see that one worth of shit, can you? Got them upside down anyway. Well, you can see them. Not real good, though. Ah, not real good. And then I did get a couple of nickels. Or no, is this the 10th Balboa? I don't have the half. Maybe I have the half. Yes, this is the 10th. This is 1961. This is the 10th Balboa. 10th ounce Balboa. Also, all these are also 999 silver. So I got a full Balboa, or is that a half? That's a full bell. No, it's a half. I got a half, a quarter, and a 10th of the Balboas. And then I think I got a nickel, small Canadian nickel, the 925 silver, sterling silver one. I have a nice collection of those so far. Wow, this one's small. Yes, this is an 1893 5 cent. And you guys are going to hate me for doing this again, but I'm going to. You can't see the coin worth of shit. How's that? Oh, there you go. Well, yes, so there's a small nickel that I didn't have. And you can't see it, but I'll put it up there anyway. That's a small nickel that I didn't have. I do have small nickels. I got a nice set of them. But you know, a lot of guys, I gotta look at the video or the chat here. Well, if you know how to do eBay, I know how to make videos, so we can sure do something, because I don't do eBay. I need to sell some stuff. Not necessarily coins, but other stuff. I need to learn how to do that. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm almost certain that there are a couple of double dollar sets. Yeah. I do buy the double dollar sets. What year is this one? 1977. I don't know if I had a 77. And these double dollar sets are generally 50% silver, 50. And there is a set of coins. And see, the mint did a really good job. And they put them in this case with a clasp, year on them. And there are the coins right there. Let's see see, this one up here is the one that's generally 50%. All the rest of these are clad generally. This is I didn't have this one. It looks like the throne. And then the 77 Voyager dollar on the bottom, which is kind of a standard, that Voyager. But it's a throne. Look at that. If I can get it closer for you. Boy, the glare on that's bad. Like a throne in front of a brick wall. And this one opens up. See, some open up and you can see the back with the queens on. But some of these don't open. You can only see the front of the coin. I have them both ways, so. Oh shit, don't want to do that. All right, so we got a 77. Let's put him back in his little box there. Yeah, let's put him back in the plastic because, hey, my gas man's here. You want to be famous?
Sure. Hi.
There he is. All right, guys, I got to take care of some stuff, so I'll be right back. Hold up. Oh.
Here's this to sign information on doing the leak check.
What did you think about the gauges? Are they okay, or
Gauges are
you
fine.
replace them?
I did not replace them.
Okay, but they're okay. They're accurate.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, anything else I should know?
Nope. No, everything's put together.
Right.
Everything's running correctly.
And when you get back to the office, say hi to your boss for me.
I will.
All right.
I do need to have you sign that, so I can take it back to the.
You got what?
I have to have you sign.
Oh,
Print.
fine.
Print here, sign and date at the bottom. Yeah, sign there and then like I said, print here.
All right. And they look at the day, 22nd, yeah.
You guys put the dirt back in yourselves, I'm assuming.
What's that?
You guys put the dirt back in yourselves, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll fill it all back in. Not a big deal.
All right, everything's good to go. Do you want us to make a copy of this and send it to you?
Yeah, if they would.
Okay.
I can keep that with the Johnson on stuff.
Sounds good.
All right,
Okay,
thank you, yeah.
Yep, not a problem. Take
All
care.
right. We got that taken care of. All right, gas lines replaced. Now I got to refill that trench. So I guess I'll do that today. All right, we got one more double dollar set for you guys. And we'll put that one right up here. And I'm going to have to bring the camera back down and over where I was. There we go. All right. So we got one double dollar set. Now, I want to show you guys this because some of those double dollar sets are in the plain brown. And then some of these came in this red. And I don't know what the difference is, but you see, this one still has the original parchment paper on that came from the mint. So you slide that out. I mean, it's just a sleeve like the other one. One's brown, one's red. And this red is kind of a velvet, where the brown is just a plain, oh no, that's a velvet too, a velvet feel. But then you got this parchment paper. And usually this parchment paper has a seal on right there. I see somebody has moved it. It's usually right here sealing the paper on. And then you slide that out and you have this set. And this is a 73. Now I think because this set is just a little smaller, that this is the one that doesn't open up. This one has paperwork in. Come on there. Come on. There you go. And that one has the Canadian Mounted Police up there. There you go. There you can see him. And this one on the bottom, that dollar is the Prince Edward Island. Damn, hard to see. Prince Edward Island. And okay, it's an 1873 and 1973 set, commemorative set. And that's the Mountie on the dollar, there's a Mountie. On the quarter, there's a beaver, there's a shield, there's the penny with the maple, and the sailboat, the schooner on the dime. But the reason I wanted it was because I have more Canadian dollars and rounds, but I didn't have the Canadian Mountie on the 25 cent on the quarter. And that's why I got it. See the Mountie on the quarter over there, right here? I don't have one of those at all, so that's why I got this set. And this is one of those sets that don't open and you can't see the queens. I told you about those. All right, let's see what the paperwork says. Double struck set of Canadian coins. This set is the only type which contains copies of all three 1973 commemoratives. The nickel dollar bears a reverse design which commemorates the 100th anniversary of entry of the province of Prince Edward Island into the Canadian Federation. And the 25 cent coin illustrates a mounted member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. The silver dollar bears a reverse design which illustrates a mounted member of the Northwest Canadian Mounted Police on patrol at the turn of the century. Both the 25 cent and the silver dollar coins honor the 100th anniversary of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And yes, that's why I wanted it. And yes, that's why I wanted it. For this quarter and this dollar. This is nickel, 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 copper, bronze. I think that's nickel, but they could both be silver. And as far as I know, probably 50% silver. But on this set, I'm not sure. On the other set, I am sure. So I'd have to look it up and see. But there you go, man. That's what I got for coins this time around. Oh, look at that. The clasp fell off of this one. So that's got to get re-glued. You know, a lot of these sets are so old that the glue is no good on it anymore. All the glues are falling apart on these coins. I mean, I'll re-glue it. It's not a big deal, but... And you rarely ever, do you ever find... oh, those, see the seal should look like that on the original parchment. You rarely ever find original parchment anymore. Rarely do you find original parchment. There. Original parchment. I think I have two that have the original parchment left on them yet. Don't know if that makes them any more valuable or not, but it sure is nice to have it. All right, you guys. Yeah, this was a good haul today. I got the packages yesterday, and I kept them for this morning. I wanted to get up early and do this stream because the gas guy was coming. I thought I could beat it, but evidently not. He got it done while I was sitting in here. And we made him famous on the internet. The guy that manages or is in charge of Johnson Oil Company, where I get the gas, LP gas from, I used to work for his dad. So back in 1978, 79, I worked for his dad and brother. His dad and his dad's brother. His dad's brother would have been the same age. He'd have been a year or two younger than me. And I was actually working for him. Doug is much older than me, about 5-6 years. But I re-enlisted in the Army when Doug actually, his business went bankrupt while I was working for him. And I actually re-enlisted in the United States Army at that time. Didn't have a job, only know how to do one thing, and that's work construction. And I really didn't want to work construction anymore. So I did the only thing I knew how to do, and that was re-enlist in the Army for another 3 years. Don't know why I did that, but I did anyway. And that's when I became airborne qualified. That's when I went through the Special Forces qualification course and got booted in second phase. So I didn't complete the course. I didn't become a Green Beret until 6 years later. So imagine keeping yourself in that kind of shape physically and mentally for 6 years. But I did it. So not a big deal. We got her done. Oh, for him, I first started construction, pouring cement. So loading, unloading, pouring floors. Mostly did manure pits, hog manure pits. We did some buildings. We did a dairy barn. We did sheds. Poured a lot of concrete and pounded a lot of nails and screws into tin. So humped a lot of tin. But then in the wintertime, when there was no construction work, he would keep his guys busy by logging. His dad had a sawmill. So he set up the sawmill at his place, and we actually logged. I drove a log skidder, so I could go in and, it's got cables and chokers on, so you can go out and choke up 3 logs at a time and then skid them up to the landing. And a pre-hauler would pick them up and put them on, or you could skid them up to the entrance to the sawmill, one or the other. Just depends on where you're at. But usually I just skid them up, and a pre-hauler would pick them up and put them on the semi and haul them to the sawmill. But the last year and a half, I went with another guy, and he subcontracted to take the logs out of, they were cottonwood logs, out of a drainage ditch up in Minnesota. The hell's the name of the town? Wilmer, Minnesota. Little town called Ravens by Wilmer there. Subcontracted to take the logs out because trees had been planted along this drainage ditch 96 years ago. And there were some big trees, man. I mean, the biggest one I even loaded was 7 foot diameter. 7 feet. I actually managed to get that on a semi. And I was told not to do that again because they didn't have the equipment to handle it down at the sawmill. So they just pushed it on a pile and burned it. But most of the logs weren't that big. And he had a contract with another company, and they wanted boards cut certain, length and whatever, and we would stack them and palletize them and ship them off. And what they were being used for was for refrigerated meat, because cottonwood is so clean and light that they would use them for locker plants. and he got stiffed on his check. That other company went bankrupt, and he went bankrupt. So I enlisted back in the Army. I, at the time, was in the reserves, in a reserve unit up in Wilmer, Minnesota. So I was already in the reserves, so I just picked up and went active duty, which wasn't a big thing. Just doing some paperwork and getting back in. Went right to, where the hell did I go? Oh, I went to the 10th Special Forces Group because I signed a contract for the 10th up at Fort Devens, Massachusetts. And so then I got up there after the replacement company, and they sent me to airborne school. Went to airborne school, then went to the Special Forces qualification course, and got kicked out, went back to the 10th because I was guaranteed the 10th. Whether I passed the course or not, I was sent to the signal company. I went to Base Operations Platoon 2, the receiver section. And the reason I was kicked out of the qualification course was because I could not achieve faster than 1313, send and receive Morse code. I just couldn't break that threshold. That's the hardest one to break. And so they wouldn't let me cross-train in a demo or weapons. So I went back to Signal Company. And what did I do up there for a job? I copied Morse code for a job. You talk about stupid, but that's how stupid it was. Anyway, so I copied Morse code for 3 years. We had two base operations. We had the TSEC 26 system, and we got the new TSEC 99 system about a year before I left, which was a lot better than the old TSEC 26. But any of you guys are in special ops at the time know what I'm talking about. All of the technology that was coming out at the time, we actually got the first SATCOM radios that we were dealing with, and computer. It was more like a what do I say? An iPad at the time, but it was a bigger laptop computer, and you could burst code into that and burst code out of that into the radio and upload it. So yeah, it was getting high tech when I left, but it's not a big deal. And then I joined the 1st Battalion 12 Special Forces Group in Kansas City because I was getting out and going to school at the ride. I decided that's what I was going to do. See, the Army wanted, in its infinite wisdom, to send me, because I was airborne qualified but not SF qualified yet. They wanted to send me to Vicenza, Italy, to the 173rd, and I said, nope, ain't going, because I'll never get back to Special Forces after that. So I decided to go to college. I went to DeVry Technical Institute, which used to be a Motorola school, but DeVry bought them out. And I went to DeVry, got my associate's degree in electronic repair, engineering, repair. I got a job with the Department of the Army. But when I was going to school, it took 2.5 years to get my associates. And I joined the 1st Battalion headquarters of the 12 Special Forces Group Reserve. And what was I there? Chief radio operator, of course. So I spent my time there. And when I got a job with the federal government repairing radios and electronics equipment, communication systems, and that was up in Greenwood, Illinois, which is a little west suburb of Chicago. Just might as well be Chicago as far as that goes, but anyway, a burb. And I spent 2 years there repairing radios, ground-based radios, and then a job opened up at Glenview Naval Air Station, which is north of Chicago, or was. That's since been sold off to developers. But I went up there and I worked as an avionics technician on Hueys, UH-1 aircraft, helicopters, OH-58 Kiowas. We had one Cobra and one Blackhawk. And the fixed wing aircraft, we had King Airs and Queen Airs. That was subcontracted to the company that made the airplanes, Beechcraft. They had an office on base too. So they got to do the avionics on the fixed wing, and we did the avionics on the rotary wing aircraft. We did everything on the rotary wing. We had prop and rotor guys, we had motor guys, we had transmission guys, we had airframe guys. We had a complete overhaul facility for UH-1s and OH-58s. And at that time, when I moved up there, I went to B Company, 1st Battalion, 12 Special Forces Group, which is in Arlington Heights, which is just another suburb up there, northwest of Chicago. And I spent, 11 years up there? Yeah, 11 years with B Company. And at the time, I was SF qualified because I got SF qualified in 1986 while I was going to school. Yeah, you try and do that. But I qualified as an engineer this time, as a demo explosives guy, building shit and blowing it up. I was more suited to that. But when they rearranged and reorganized the National Guard and Reserve forces back in 1994-95, my reserve special forces unit went away. The 11th and 12th special forces groups that were in the reserves went away, and the only ones that stayed were the 19th and 20th groups that were in the National Guard. And also, at the same time, the helicopter slots, the personnel slots in that company, because it was a transportation company, just air transportation, those slots were given to the National Guard, and all the aircraft were given to the National Guard. Don't know if that's good or bad, but I lost my reserve unit and I lost my job all at the same time. So after 13 years of 14 years of special forces, I went to the 85th Training Division just so I could ride out my last 14 months before retirement. Well, I actually only had a year before retirement, but it took 14 months to get retired. And the 85th Division is a training division. They train reserve troops. So I did nothing. I had a broken leg at the time, so I did nothing but sit on my ass and write op orders, which I was good at anyway, because I was a team sergeant. So writing op orders is nothing. All right, that's what we have. We'll tell more stories later, but that's what we got, man. Dwarf neon rainbow trout, emerald eyes of rasboras. What are those? Enders, guppies, red Japanese blue enders named June. Oh, okay. You got I see. 35 aquariums. Yes. You're a building contractor, you know. Yeah, you'd be one of the guys I'd be subcontracted to, or would have been at the time. You don't have to do videos on your cell phone. I have this little camera right here. Not really great. Plugs into my computer, USB port on the front. That's what I normally do videos with. I don't do videos on my phone. The buttons are too small, screen's too small. You know how that goes. All right, let's turn this around like this. Put this up like this. Go like that so you can see my ugly face. All right. That was the haul that we got today, guys. That wasn't a bad haul either. I am knocked out. I am knocked out by a couple of these, especially this one right here. That one knocks me out, man. I am glad. I am so happy I got that coin with that jade polar bear. Man, am I happy I got that. And that other one with the Northern Lights is a beauty, just a beauty. I'm glad I know I bought these from him. I didn't win these. I bought these. That, and you can't see the colors, but the blues, the greens are just vibrant in that thing. You can kind of see them there. I don't know if I can get them in the light a little bit, but the blues and greens on that thing are beauty. So I'm glad I got that one too. Man, am I glad. And that is an O Canada. I have two O Canadas now. One $1 and one $1.25, I think. Quarter or half? Quarter. And it's slabbed. I think that's an MS 68, 69. That's a nice coin too, man. Real nice. So let's put these things in bags so I don't scratch up everything. I got to find another capsule for that. The only problem with finding a capsule for these is that they're a little bit bigger around than a regular coin. So I have to order some new capsules, I guess. I have other capsules, but they'll fit other stuff. Doesn't fit those large coins. So anyway, Peanut, I will send that stuff to you. I just got to find a package big enough for that antique there. And I'll get that stuff sent off to you. Not a biggie. I'll get that done. You know what I should do? Bring this camera over here. I don't know if it'll set up here right. Oh, come on. Quit being a dick. Yeah, there we go. I'll get that sent off to you. Well, I never saw Canadian coins with jade on before. It's not that I really like jade. Jade is a nice rock. I like it. Turquoise is a nice rock too. But to me, they're all rocks. They're not precious gems, rubies, and diamonds. Diamonds are nothing but commercial industrial rocks. I like jade. Because I never saw them on those Canadian coins before, ever. So I just had to have the two that I know that had jade on. Nah, you don't have to send me an email. I got your address. Let me check. I'll just make sure I got your address. What do I got? Oh, crap all over the place. I'm pretty sure I do. Well, I just have to look. Anytime I get something from somebody that I don't have their address, I write it down. I don't have a spreadsheet. I have this sheet called a notebook. I know, I'm old. You're goddamn lucky I can make a video on YouTube. I don't know how to work StreamYard. And I don't do phone videos because they suck. I'll try it one of these days, but It won't be for anything serious, I can tell you that. There, Apita, I got you. You're still in Camden, right? I got you. Unless you moved. Oh, you got the Marge coin, yeah. I had Homer, Marge, Bart. Which other? I had four of them, three or four of them, and they're all gone now too. Those were actually pretty popular coin. So yes, Peter, I'm gonna tell you what. You want to know what the most valuable commodity is in shit hits the fan scenario, or any time really? Knowledge. Knowledge. That's the most valuable thing you can have. That's why I taught myself how to forge knives and tools after watching Forged in Fire. Yeah, I can do that. So I did. All you gotta do is say to yourself, yeah, I can do that, and then go out and do it. Yeah, Pete's got quite a few videos. I can't watch everybody all the time, but I try. You know, I'd spend half a day in the house, then I go outside for half a day, split wood, stack wood, do whatever. Today I'm going to have to cover up a trench, but and then I got to run to the hardware store because I got to fix that wood splitter. I was splitting wood last night, and evidently I bought this wood splitter from somebody, and originally it had hoses on, and it was run off a tractor hydraulics. So you hook it up to the tractor, and you just hook up the hydraulics, and then while you're running the tractor, and you run the splitter. Well, I redid it, and I put a regular motor on it, gas motor with electric start. And evidently, whoever made this thing, and you can tell it's made because it's made out of a big I-beam, and the hydraulic ram knuckle on the end of it, right? And that's where your knife is at for the splitter. And they had to make it so that it would fit and slide on the I-beam underneath. Then they got a spacer in there, a steel spacer, drilled the 4-hole set. Then 2 other small plates on each side that would slide on either side of the beam without letting it come up. All right, then they bolted it together, and that worked fine until all the vibration after how many years have I had that thing now? I don't know, 10 years, 12. All the nuts finally fell off, and I didn't notice it until there was only like a couple bolts left, and I was splitting something really tough, and it broke the bolts, and the knife, because of the knuckle right there, the knife went up, and I bent one of the spacers, so I got to fix that. So I got to put grade 8 bolts in there with lock nuts on them. Jesus, man. I'll tell you, Peter, when you go through the Special Forces qualification course, you're already on the list. And I'll bet I'm on 3-4 lists. But they're going to kick my door in. They're going to kick my door in. They'll be met by gunfire. I'll be killed. And that's just the way it's going to be. Like the dude at the airport, that airport manager, where the ATF kicked in his fucking door at 4 o'clock in the morning and shot his ass because he came to the door with a gun, and they shot and killed him for absolutely fucking nothing. For absolutely nothing. If there's one agency in the whole United States government that should be abolished as soon as Trump gets in office, it's the ATF. That's nothing but a bunch of fucking Nazis there. And the CIA needs to be severely restricted also, if not done away with. Because, I mean, how many agencies in the United States government collect intelligence? NSA, DIA, CIA, FBI. FBI was formed during Prohibition for that specific purpose. ATF also. Now that Prohibition's gone, they should be done away with. We have the U.S. Marshals, so what the fuck do we need the FBI for? FBI was supposed to be a domestic law enforcement organization for the federal government, but has since become international. They go overseas and do crime scene investigations there. Bullshit. Not their job. CIA needs to be restricted. Doesn't need to be done away with, but it needs to be severely restricted, as well as all intelligence agencies. No, there's a lot of cutting of personnel and expenditure in the United States government that could be done. It just has to be done the right way. But it can be done. It should be done. I worked for the government for 26 years, man. I can tell you where the waste is at. It's amazing. It's amazing. And the bigger government gets, the more inefficient it gets. You think the government is inefficient now? Holy crap, man. You just wait another 10 years. Good God. Already the federal government's the biggest employer in the United States, and it shouldn't be. It should be the smallest employer, or one of the smaller employers. Shouldn't be the biggest employer. Oh, man. I don't know. We go on and on about that, but I'm at 2:22. We're going to go to 2:30, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then we're going to be done. I see Frostbite came in. Howdy, Frostbite. Where were you last night? I saw you. Or the night before. Man, I can't even remember. I stayed up the other night until 4 in the morning with Kiwi and Darren. And holy crap, I slept the next day for 4 or 5 hours. Got up, got out, and I went to bed at a relatively early hour last night, 12 o'clock, I guess. Ooh, man, stomach bugs, I hate them, especially in the fall. Oh, shake it, shake it, shake it. Eat good, get good rest. Don't take the antibiotics if you don't have to, but yeah, and I believe that is true, Peter, is that good quality sleep will do a lot for you, man. But good food also. You know, I don't buy really too much meat at the store. Most of my meat I buy from farmers, or I hunt, and that's where my meat comes from. Vegetables I grow, or my wife grows. I got my own honey, so I don't eat a whole lot of sugar unless it's in food. But the one thing I buy that's crap, and I shouldn't buy it, is white bread. You always got to have white bread here. And I'm a sucker for bagels and English muffins, any kind of fry bread. God, I just love bread. But That's the hardest thing for me to kick is bread. Yep. Take care of yourself, man. After my surgery last year, or my 2 surgeries, the ankle fusion where I was laid up for a year, and then this lipoma I got taken off over here. After I got healed up from them, I found my body was very, very weak. And I've been going outside splitting wood for half a day or a full day, loading, stacking. And I'm slowly getting my muscle tone back. Lots of coin shows. Yeah, but you got to get to sleep, man. Oh, I love Indian fry bread too. And I make it all the time. But I love pita bread. I love all kinds of bread. I mean, just regular flour or corn tortillas. I'll just take and put peanut butter with nuts on, nutty peanut butter, roll it up and eat a couple, 3 of them for a meal. Yeah, 18 hours. That means your body is depleted, dude. No wonder you're sick. Man, I could stay up for 24 hours and only sleep 4 or 5 hours, but eventually that catches up with you. I hear a noise. It's got to be a loud noise because I'm deaf. Wonder if it was my wife. Well, we made the gas man famous today. I had to sign some paperwork saying he completed the work and stuff. And I got to go out and cover up the trench, but he did a good job. Now we got it's a PVC plastic line. I don't know. It's a higher pressure line running from the tank to the house. It's only like 30 feet. It wasn't that big of a deal, but, back in the day, they put copper in, and copper corrodes. And usually you get somebody drives a stake in the ground or something. Let's say they tie a dog out and they put one of those screw stakes in. Well, the gas lines are only down 12 to 16 inches. And if it's a little bit higher than that because they did a shit job last time, those stakes would go through the line and give you a little bit of a leak. And I figured we had a leak last year. I just didn't know. 450 pounds when it's full in a 500-gallon tank because you got gas expansion in there too. So it'll never get to 500. It'll be lower than that. So anyway, when I turned the furnace on for the first time this year, I had to go outside and make sure the valve was on the tank. Well, the valve said 350 pounds. Dude, I lost 100 pounds over the summer, from summer to now. That's not good. How much did I lose last year? A lot. I want to bet you a lot. So I said, we're getting it fixed. And my wife said, okay. Tortillas with cheese? Oh, man. Yeah. You know what's good, don't you? Tortillas with peanut butter on and then American cheese in it also. Oh, peanut butter American cheese, great. I don't like processed cheese that well, but man, I love cheese. I went into my local butcher there, S&S Locker. I'll give them a plug in Osage, Iowa. And one of the guys I went to school with, a couple of guys I went to school with run the place. And anyway, they got cheeses in the visual outside, so you can order, take off a pound of this cheese, pound of that cheese, slice it up, because they got big cheeses. And I asked them, I said, you got any Havarti cheese? Oh, we might have some in the back. Most people don't order Havarti cheese because it doesn't make very good grilled cheese sandwiches. If you put it in a pan, you'll see it'll melt into fat. basically is what it. Anyway, Havarti tastes good, kind of like a Swiss taste, but a lot better, I think. And I'll make grilled cheese sandwiches with it, but you got to watch your temperature on it. Anyway, I love Havarti cheese, so I had them slice me off 4 pounds. I got 4 pounds of cheese. I got eaten 2 pounds, and 2 pounds I put in the freezer. Ah, man, I love Havarti cheese. I love cheeses. I just love it. Yeah, I know. But I had, they have a valve on a tank that they can hook the hose to and suck your tank out and then replace valves and whatever, and then fill it back up again. I had a small tank. It was a 125-gallon tank that I used for my forage, my gas forage. And that valve was leaking. And there was no way they could put the hose on it to suck it out because it was leaking in the wrong place. They had to put a new valve in, but had to wait until the whole tank leaked out before they could do that, before the pressure was gone. That was like 100 gallons of fuel gone. But I got it replaced. It's just stuff that happens. I mean, it's life. This tank out here and that line is probably 60 years old, 65 years old. So, and the gas guy told me, he said, normally 90% of the time, leaking a copper line is where it was leaking before. Somebody dug it up, cut it off, put a coupler on, and put a new line to the tank from wherever the cut was at, or to the house, whichever end of the line it was on. He said 90% of the time that's where it leaks. Well, I don't know where this one was leaking because we didn't follow the same line because it goes under a patio now. So just cut off the ends, leave the copper in the ground and cover it up, and you'll be good with the new line. So if you left it line sticking out, I'm going to wrap a chain on it and put it on the bumper of my truck, see if I can pull it out or see if it'll break off. I don't know. We'll see. I'd like to keep the copper, but if not, it's going to stay in the ground. The hell with it. And yeah, and what do I heat my home with, Emo? Gas, LP gas. The only thing that I use LP for is my furnace. I could put an LP stove in, kitchen stove. All I have to do is extend the pipe up. But that's electricity. Everything's electricity. I heat my home with gas or in the wintertime with wood. And my hot water then is heated with wood. So I don't have to use electricity either. And it really cuts down on gas and it cuts down on electricity consumption. Yes, granted, it's a lot of work, but that just, you want to save money, you do a little work. That's the way it goes. All right, guys, we're at 2:33. I'm going to let this one go. Bread chicken. I'm not a big chicken eater. When I was a kid, what was our Sunday meal? Sunday dinner was fried chicken all the time, fried chicken. But with the old man working at, my stepdad working at Oliver or White Tractor for a full-time job, then coming home and trying to farm 180 acres, plus raise cattle and hogs. We farrowed hogs. We had 50 sows we farrowed twice a year. And we raised probably 6, 8 cattle at a time for beef cattle. And raising 11 kids. What do you suppose we ate? We ate what we grew and took care of. We ate beef, we ate pork, we ate vegetables out of the garden. Mom had always been a big gardener ever since I can remember, a big gardener. And so we had, and she canned, we made our own lard. But I remember meals of nothing but bread and milk. You would heat up milk on the stove and put bread in it. And if you're lucky, sometimes you got potatoes to put in it, fried potatoes to put in it. And that's what you had for supper. A lot of times. So chicken was something that we had a lot of, and we ate a lot of it. So I don't eat a lot of chicken anymore. I do eat some, but not much. Yes, Frostbite, you go back, lay down, get some sleep, man. And if you can't get to sleep, might I suggest whatever your beverage of choice is, brandy, whiskey, scotch, whatever, take a shot, a good shot, and then go to sleep. My grandpa used to do that. My step grandpa used to do that every night. He'd have a shot of whiskey and then go to bed. Squash in Indian. What tribe would that belong to? Sioux? Cherokee? Blackfoot? Huron? Algonquin? Deer oyster. Yeah, we had a lot of fried oysters. Beef oysters. Hog nuts. I love hog nuts. Oh, God. When we, little hogs, when we would clip their teeth and cut their tails and we would castrate, those little nuts, this big, as big as your thumb, like that right there, thumbnail size. We would keep them all and put them in a can, take them in, clean them up, and put them in milk gravy on top of bread or on top of potatoes. God, they were good. Jesus, they were good. Salish, coastal, West Coast, East Coast. Got to be West Coast. Got to be West Coast. Yeah, salmon I'm not big on unless it's made a certain way. My mom could do it, and it was edible then. And I like trout the same way, but because they're a big oily fish too. Which coast? I'm thinking West Coast. Come on. Come on, Emo. Is it West Coast Indian? Northwest, I'm thinking. Because you're in Washington or Oregon, someplace up there. So I'm thinking Northwest Indian. West Puget Sound. Yeah, okay. There we go. I was right. What is because the Osage Indians are right here. We had Hurons that came down this far, but they went back up because they were always warring in between each other. The biggest tribe that we're associated with here is Sioux. Hey, Ozart, how are you, buddy? We're sorry that you came in late, but we're just about ready to go. You can rewatch, but the first half hour of this was just me spouting shit. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I got stuff to do. It's been great talking. And thanks for the advice on the 13 ounces. I'll get that stuff over to Ginger and we'll get that thing ready to go. See you, Peter. See you, Frostbite. See you, Oz. See you, Mo. Have a great day, you guys. Remember that thing right there. And this. I hope you all voted early or are going to vote. Vote. We need to take back our country. See ya.